how does the AI or the product that you're building earn trust from the users? Like, what signals tell someone, I actually don't need to check that this AI is telling me that I should be doing this thing. I can just go ahead and act on it. What are your thoughts there?
Yeah, I think as soon as you have something that people aren't second guessing the data or the insight that you're providing them, then you've established that trust. I think you earn that trust through one, data accuracy is a big piece of it. I mean, as a marketer, I don't know how many times I've logged into new tools that we've signed up for, and I look at something, and if I see one number that's slightly off, I immediately go, I need to talk to the rep. I have a ton of questions. How are you looking? So that's, I think, a big trigger for people in terms of trusting these different platforms that they use is first and foremost data accuracy. But I think the second layer of trust comes from allowing people to move quickly. And if they can trust that the data is there, but then they can also trust that, hey, this is going to save me time and this isn't just an added step in my process day to day, they're going to trust that as kind of like the backbone that they're working off of. Um, and it goes for clients too. I mean, our platform is available for clients, and for them to trust the platform, they need to see that there's activity from our team. And they need to see that, hey, working with this company, I know a lot of my time is saved in this relationship because of this platform in front of me. So the trust, I think you can't just build products that add a step for people's process. Like all they want is to cut down on the number of steps. And as soon as you start to do that, then they're like, I am the number one advocate. I will market this for you. Like they will become a trusted user, or they'll trust you.
Yeah, so true. I think the other thing for me too is transparency. Like so much of AI recommendations are a complete black box. And it's like,
Right.
trust us, like just go do this thing. We have like an algorithm that is like basing this decision off of. And but there's a lot of AI products that are building transparency and activity logs behind the scenes. And when you get this recommendation and you still don't have 100% of that trust, you can click through and see, how did I come up with this recommendation to do
Right.
this? And like some of the earlier forms of this were in machine learning lead scoring tools,
Mhm.
like Amplitude, Mixpanel were some of the first ones to do this. I forget which one it was, but it was like, we put all of your leads into A, B, C, or D. A are going to convert without a human touch. B need a bit of love. C and D like probably aren't going to convert. And it was like, all right, cool.
Right.
How the hell did you come up with that? And like there was nowhere to dig into that, and it was like a black box, and they were still kind of working on it. But a lot of tools today would allow you to say like, all right, how did I come up with that? You click on it, activity log shows, all right, this person fits the ICP because they're at a 500 person plus company. They're a senior director. They have budget for this. They're a Series C. Like you see all of the qualifiers that led to that decision. What are
Yeah.
your thoughts on like building this as like anti-black box, or like I don't know what the term is, like white boxes as much as possible?
Yeah, I think transparency is key. And I think it has always been like that with analytics, especially building products that are supposed to be analytics solutions, right? Or these analytics platforms. Like if I look at a chart, first thing I want to know is how does this work? Like what are the calculations that you're using to get to that metric? So for all the products that we've built for clients and for internal employees, like the first question that people always have is what is the model behind that? Like how does that work? And so we've had to build those layers into it. But I think the really interesting thing that's going on right now with AI, there's this big battle, obviously, with the underlying models that, who's the best at this point in time, right? And like they're constantly measuring against each other. But what it's created is within people who are using those models to build other products, there's been this one flexibility of being able to switch between models. If I wake up tomorrow and Gemini is outperforming OpenAI, now I have a little drop down where I can select
Mm,
Gemini, right? And instantly change what a ton of things might be functioning on. So there's that. But then I think what has also been really effective in kind of props to the product people behind this, but is designing, especially for these chat systems, designing the thinking behind what these different solutions are doing, like whether it's agents or um, even like RAG systems. RAG systems will show you like the SQL query that it used to pull the answer out. But then with agents, right, it's literally telling you like what I'm doing right now is I'm going to go and look up this data from this source, and then I'm going to analyze it this way. And here's the logs behind that.
Mm.
Like I think that transparency has been so key because of how much of a black box these things have been and how fast it's moving.
Yeah, for like non-technical users, you can get a taste of this using deep research on OpenAI. Like you see the whole step-by-step tasks that the tool is using there. And I was using it the other day for research for an episode, and plugged a question in, and one of the first steps was like reading neilpatelblog.com, and I was like, nope, all right, not trusting this answer.
Yeah,
Like, stop
exactly.
this research right now. You
Right.
can kind of like
Yeah.
get a taste for what they're doing before.